Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining me once again to this maze game. It's a classic, I'm sure you've heard of it. This one is called Gauntlet. It's been published by Mindscape in 1987 and it's based of course on the arcade game from Atari in 1983. Now you can pick any one of these four people. There's a four, the warrior who fires axes. There's a firer, the Valkyrie with swords. You've got Questor, the elf with a bow, or Merlin who fires magic bolts. This game is always better in multiple player, but I'm the only one here, so we'll see how we get on. Now, it's a great game. I've already reviewed it on the Commodore Amiga, ZX Spectrum, and the Mega Drive. There's various other systems it come on as well. There's a Gauntlet we reviewed on the Amiga that was in 3D, and the Spectrum also. So, you know, but it works best as a top-down 2D affair. If you had this game back in the day, let me know. There's 100 levels. I've never completed it. If you have, then let me know. So, you know, we walk around. We can collect treasure, but the scariest thing of this is you've got ghosts and ghouls immediately coming at you. They keep coming out the generators, so if you can destroy them, but any contact will cost you health. You can see under the warrior below the main action, there it says warrior in red, and my health is gradually going down. Any contact with these boys, and I'll gradually lose it a little bit quicker. There's teleports to get to different bits, a choice of exits, there's keys, and there we go, we got through the first exit. When your energy goes down to 0, or your health, then it's Doomsville, and it's the end of the game. Now, it might look pretty basic to non-retro eyes who wasn't alive in the era, but you know, this is pretty good fun. Now, I'd never completed it. I think the furthest I've got, not on this version, is maybe to section 20, so share your memories below. Do you like this game? Because, you know, if you know anything about retro gaming, you've probably heard it or come across similar games at some point. Now, there's zombies, there's ghosts. I think death makes an appearance also, but yeah, in the arcade you could play 4 players all at the same time, and then it got super wild then. It's influenced quite a lot of other games, including the Alien Breed series on the Commodore Amiga, and you know, and into the that one was set in Nazi Germany. Right, here we go. Let's click to that key there. Now these reviews aren't about expert gameplay. The review is slightly encyclopedic, but not much. I'll give you some information. It's more or less having a laugh as I get surrounded by zombies and ghosts. That isn't funny. It's all about having a laugh, really, reliving old memories and defeating stress. So it doesn't take itself too seriously. If you liking that kind of rhetoric, then please consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. And if you have already subscribed, then a huge thank you to you, and massive thank you to the members also, who's keeping the lifeblood of this channel going, and we're running smoothly. Right, it's got an exit again, so I'm already on level 3. Now, you don't have to do it one level after another. Occasionally there'll be an exit a bit harder to get to, and that'll skip you over a number of levels. But if you want to do it properly for the ultimate challenge, then do every level. How's the health looking? Well, it's going down. You can pick bits of food here and there, so have a look out for that. That will restore the energy a little bit. There's magic potions. There's one below there. I'm not quite sure how to let that off. If you know, let me know. I'm just doing this on the, well, it's like a joystick that's been roughly fixed. Boof. So right, I've got a magic potion down the bottom. If you do that, I think it's like a... I think maybe like a bit like a smart bomb and such. But this version, yeah, it's it looks unique in the way it's running. The animation of the character is quite smooth. It doesn't matter which character you pick; they've got roughly the same movement, if not exactly the same. But you know, it gives you a bit of a choice and distinguishes each character. But there's a huge amount of enemies there. Fancy playing this in VR? No, well, I don't know. Gauntlet, what a game. Now I think, I'll have to look this up, I think Gauntlet 2 definitely come out on the Commodore 64, so I'll have to look at that, giving you extra mazes, see how it's different. Gauntlet 3 definitely does. Not sure about the 3D one, I probably said it in the Spectrum review, but I'll have a look at that just in case. It doesn't feel like Gauntlet, that game, but it was nice to see. Works best, as I say, in top-down. So essentially, you've got it already, haven't you? Defeat hordes and hordes and hordes of enemies until you get to the exit. I think we've got to rescue someone. But it's a never-ending super quest, and I bet they had great fun designing the mazes of this. A lot of people would have spent many hours, as you can tell. I was a little bit biased before I reviewed this because I know sort of like what to expect, but I really like this game, and I like maze games in general. But sometimes it's a bit tricky when you're surrounded by everyone, so you do need a player 2 there. On the right hand side in green on the bottom is player 2. As you can see, they haven't bothered turning up again. What a lazy person. Commodore 64. I didn't own a Commodore 64 back in the day, but I'm appreciating the games now. I owned a ZX Spectrum. It's nice seeing the comparison between the two. So Gauntlet then, 100 levels of complete and utter chaotic mayhem. We try and get through. What's this, level 8 did it say? Well, chased by a couple of zombies. We've got some food there. Let's destroy that generator. Another generator, good. Now, if you don't destroy the generators, it's going to be very hard going for you, and you're never ever going to complete the game. But basically, you need to barge your way through. Now, health isn't looking particularly good now. We're into about just getting below 400 almost. Check out your food. Those flashing boxes are teleports, as I just go to that box in the left. Yeah, so it's a hack and slash fantasy maze type super game. Hooray! Right, there's wizards chasing us there as well. Man, this is a tough one in one player. I think it's almost impossible in one player, really. So with the warrior 4 throwing axes all over the place. Now, because I've never got to the end, I don't know if there is any game over sequence here to see at all. You might know. If you know, then let me know in the comment section below. Arcade Game 83 would have swallowed quite a lot of coin. This one by Mindscape in 1987. I don't know how many Gauntlet reviews there are on the channel. I don't know. 10, 5, 6, 84. I don't know. A little. If you want to do a search of Gauntlet, then they're all come up there. But there's a few. Don't know if we've done it on the Game Boy Advance back in the day. Possibly. Interesting sounds on this. They're pretty good. So, you know, it hasn't aged particularly well. So it'd be a bit of a hard sell to get people new into the game who've never seen it before. But I suppose they might get a bit addicted to it. I love the thing. I just like the whole concept and the whole idea. Gauntlet 2, to my memory, just gave you extra levels, but you didn't have to complete 1 to be into 2. Just more of the same sort of thing. But I'm sure we'll review it at some sort of like stage. If you're liking your Commodore 64 stuff, we reviewed quite a few now. They're all there in like a neat little playlist. To get there, you click on my username. That'll take you to the channel page, and there should be some tabs along the top, unless YouTube have now changed it. But yeah, click on the playlist tab, and there'll be Commodore 64 there amongst a load of other stuff. And we've got to level 10 already. So my maths is we've completed 10% of the game. My maths wasn't brilliant. I've got a calculator. I still don't know what the point of sin, cos and tan is, and who invented logarithms? Who's used those since leaving school? No one. And they certainly won't help you in a maze of doom. Right, so strength is a bit low again. Come on, lad, keep going. We need epic sort of like music. We've got 2 keys. We've got 1 key now. You need those to open those sort of like blue doors. I was going to call them a cyan door, but that's a spectrumism, so let's try and avoid that. But that's what colour they are. They are cyan, which is a light blue. Can't get around that thing. The Commodore 64 has got a larger palette than the ZX Spectrum, so both bring equal bits of nostalgia, depending on what system that you owned. Right, I think we can shoot diagonally, can we? Let's have a go. Yes, we can shoot diagonally, but it's pointless shooting these guys unless you already taken out the generator, as I say. They'll just get replaced by equally scary foes. Boof. I'd like to be in there the day they come up with this. I think that's death. There's lots of deaths there. It's not just one fella, it's a whole department of them. But we can give him the slip and go round. If you are deaf, then comment below. How's stuff going? I suppose you're quite busy, aren't you? Right, now we're looking for the exit, folks. That's what we're doing each time. It's around here somewhere, I presume. So if you see it, then shout out. But there should be a mixture of ones. One's slightly harder to get than the other one. That's normally the way they work. But the mazes are getting gradually bigger. Oh, am I stuck here for life now? I think I'm stuck. I've done that wrong. I've got no way of getting around it. But this is the point where you need to use the magic somehow. But I don't know what key to do that. M spacebar. Yeah, I needed magic. That's me dead, I think. Energy down to 0. Oh dear. Rewind the tape. Right, we will have another quick go on the thing. I'll try and do a speed run with a few levels there. Oh, it did. I was expecting it to go back to the I expected it to go back to the start so we can pick a different character. Looks like the only way to get a different character is to reload the game from scratch. That's a bit of a pain in the bum. Unless you activate player 2, I suppose. I suppose you could do that. Anyway, but rest assured, each player moves the same sort of speed to my knowledge there. It's just that you fire a different weapon. A bit like Attic Attack. That also came out on the Commodore 64 as a homebrew, which is brilliant. If you want to check that out, it's a bit more advanced than this game graphically and sound-wise also. But this gives you your basic arcade retro gameplay. Now, let's avoid that exit up there this time. There's one there. It's a warp to number 4? There's some food, I think. Did they go up? Right, I don't know. Right, there's probably a gate below as well, but we'll go in here. Right, level 4. Or Catra, as they say in France. Coming at you. It is Catra. Come on, lad. It's 4. The act good. Now something else, because according to Marvel, there's an exit down there. So we got to, what did we get to before? About 10? I hope you was paying attention, because I was sort of paying attention. There. Retro gaming. It's stress busting. It's buff. I can't get through there. I needed a key. Oh, he should have bought a skeleton key so you could open all the doors, or maybe a bazooka would have been good. Oh, that would have been a good character, wouldn't it? You could have the warrior, or the Valkyrie, or the elf, or Merlin, or an army guy with a big bazooka, or the Ghostbusters would have been good. That would be a modern one, wouldn't it? Ghostbusters going around. Or that would be actually a good game. The 4 top down like Gauntlet, but the 4 Ghostbusters going around with their proton packs. And ender level bosses like, I don't know, Slimer and the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and, you know, what was his name? That Zygo the Carpathian that hid in that painting? Somewhere, right. Level 5. Level 5? Who'd have thought it? Level 5 is going on, folks. Right, go, go, go. The mazes do change colour every now and again, as you see. This one's like a purpley blue. The last one was like a dullish red sort of like colour. We won't go all the way through. The reviews to be about 10 or so minutes. I always go slightly over, but just want to give you a gist of how the game plays and is it worth actually tracking down. You already know what I'm going to say. Track it down. It's good on any system. It's good seeing the differences between them, as I mentioned there. The Mega Drive one's pretty good as well, but it stands up very well on 8-bit. Kids would have had quite a bit of fun with this, going around just blasting stuff. You don't have to. What's that? You don't have to be particularly. That was a hell thing, wasn't it? You don't have to be particularly genius at reading the instructions, understanding what to do. It's just up, down, left, right, the diagonal directions, and fire. As I say, if I could release the magic, that would be super helpful in my quest, but for some reason I can't. But I haven't got any magic this time. Could it be magic? Level 6. See, so you know, this isn't my first go. Well, my first go of this particular version, but I'm familiar with the game. Right, Into the Eagle's Nest. That was that one I was trying to mention earlier on, I think. See, I get it eventually. As you get older, your brain recall gets a lot slower. By this time, someone might have already put it in the comment section, if indeed they've watched this far into the vid. If you have watched this far into the vid, then well done you. I love you. And it's all about watch time, I think, where we go up in the search and how much of the video people are watching before they tune out. So if you're here, then thank you. You're helping the channel massively. Hooray! Right, what are these boys? Anyway, there's loads in here. Get out the way, fellas. Get out. Right, through here. There's a teleport there. Can we use that, or what's up here? Right, okay. Buff. Yeah, I think I'm lost now. Let's go through here. Right, alright, let's go on to the right-hand side. At least we know where we're going. Oh no, up against there. Come on. Where's that? That's going to go there. Right, okay, so I've got the general. I thought it was going to go back where we come from, but we're gradually advancing in this yellow stink maze. The yellow stink maze. Follow the yellow stink maze. Follow the yellow stink maze. Follow the floor, etc. Right, I just want a port that takes me to Maze 100. I bet that's pretty evil, isn't it? Maze 100. Sounds like it should be a band, like Haircut 100. Right. Do you know who Haircut 100 is? I'm waffling now. I have so much fun with these retro games, sort of like things. It's all about a time thing, trying to plan everything. But alright, look at all these wizards. It's a Gandalf cloning factory. Oh man, it's like Camino, this place. Let me through, lads. Let me through. I think we'll call this the last stage, then we'll get out of here. There we go. Level 7, we're in heaven. So I could play this for many hours, really, but I won't. I think this game is particularly excellent you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. That was Gauntlet on the Commodore 64, published by Mindscape in 1987. Thanks a lot, everyone. I love reading your comments. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.